Good morning. Welcome for today's morning meditation, July the 24th, I think. We start our meditation by paying respect so that we open the heart, we align, we connect with the higher energies. What we pay respect to, the heart opens to, and this is the energy which can come in. So we can all pay respect in our own way. A Buddhist, Christian, whoever can pay respect in their own way. If we have no spiritual tradition, we can pay respect to all that is holy in the universe. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, Buddhang Dhammang Sanghang Saranang Gacchami. We close the eyes, we open the heart. And we bring our awareness to the body, to the present, being aware of all the sensations of the body, being aware of the body posture. And we can visualize ourselves as we sit here, where we send our attention, we send our mental energy. So by visualizing our body, we're sending our attention, our energy to our own body. And as we visualize the body, we can observe. Do we feel the energy being centered with the body? We bring our awareness to the breathing. We can focus our attention at the nose, where we feel the sensation of the breath as it passes the nostril. Just keeping our awareness at that one point at the gateway of the breath. Or we can focus our attention at the rise and fall of the abdomen. As the abdomen rises on the in-breath, falls on the out-breath. So we can decide where we prefer to keep our attention, and we keep the attention there. We keep our attention with the breathing. We keep our attention with the body. We don't send our attention, our energy outside the body. And we keep our attention only in the present. We don't dig up the past. We don't worry about the future. Just being aware of this present moment as it arises, as it passes away. Just watching the breathing, watching the mind, being aware, letting go, being aware of all that contacts the mind from outside, from inside, being aware of all that contacts the mind through the 5 bodily senses, being aware of all that forms in the mind itself, the thoughts, the feelings, the memories, the states of mind. We simply observe them, we don't react, we don't get entangled, and we let them go. Right now there's the sound of cutting grass. I live in a vineyard. My neighbor is cutting his grass, so there's this sound of cutting grass. And if I consider the sound to be a disturbance, then it's a disturbance. But if I make it part of the practice, it becomes part of the practice. Just being aware of this ear contact, being aware of sound, arising and passing away. We keep our attention centered with the breathing. We don't try to force or control the breathing, just observing the breath as the body breathes naturally. We don't try to force or control the mind, just being aware of all that appears in the mind. We observe it, we let it go, we don't take interest. If we take interest in what forms in the mind, either with like or with dislike, then we pour our mental energy into this mental process. We pump it up, we make it bigger and bigger. But just watching, observing, letting go, the heart stays clear and open. We train the mind in mindfulness, and we train the mind to have the wisdom to let go. Mindfulness means to know, to be aware what is contacting the mind right now, what is forming in the mind right now. We make the mindfulness very sharp, very refined, by being aware of the individual moments of sensation as they appear, as they pass away. We can observe the breath as many, many moments. It's not just one continuous sensation, it's many, many moments. Many, many moments of sensation arising and passing away. When bodily sensation appears, when sound appears, we can be aware of these sensations as many, many moments. Moments of bodily sensation arising and passing away. Moments of sound, vibration arising and passing away. And so we make the mindfulness very sharp, very refined. And when the mindfulness is very sharp, very refined, we can catch these sparks in the mind before they start a forest fire. Once the forest fire starts in the heart, it's very difficult to put it out. But we can take these sparks as our meditation object, just being aware of these thoughts, these memories, these feelings as they appear. We don't react, we watch them pass away. The heart stays clear and open. We train the mind to have the wisdom to let go. We train the mind in wisdom by always observing the impermanent nature of all that contacts the mind, all that appears in the mind. Being aware of the impermanent nature of this body. This body composed of earth, water, wind, fire, solids, liquids, gases, heat. We borrow these elements for a time from this world. And while we have this body, these components are always changing, always being replaced. The fire element, the body heat, arises and passes away from moment to moment to moment, is generated and dissipated from moment to moment to moment. The wind element, the breath, comes into the lungs for the duration of one breath, and it's gone, impermanent. The water element, all the fluids in the body, the saliva, the blood, the lymph, and so on, stay in the body for a period of days. After a period of days, they are all replaced, impermanent. The solid parts of the body change more slowly, but in time are all replaced. Even the bones, after a period of years, are all completely replaced. So we borrow these elements from the world, and while we have this body, it's always changing, always components always being replaced. And sooner or later, the time must come. We must give it all back. Earth to earth, water to water, wind to wind, fire to fire. Nothing remains to call me or mine. Just elements of the world. We borrow, we must give back. Being aware of the sensations of the body through the eye, the ear, the nose, the tongue, the bodily sensations as impermanent, moments of sensation from an impermanent body. As we breathe, being aware of the sensations of the breath, being aware of the impermanence of these sensations, being aware of the sound arising and passing, being aware of all the mental events, all impermanent, the thoughts, the feelings, the memories, the states of mind. They appear and they pass away. The thoughts like bubbles in the mind, we watch them as they appear, we watch them as they disappear. The states of mind like the clouds in the sky. Sometimes we look at the sky, all we see are clouds. In time they all pass away, leaving the sky clear and open. Same with the heart. Sometimes we can't see our own heart, it's so full of whatever state of mind. Depression, anger, sadness, excitement. But we watch over the heart, being aware, letting go. All these states of mind pass away, leaving the heart clear and open. So we develop our mindfulness, we sharpen, we refine the mindfulness, and we develop our wisdom. And when the mind sees at a deep, deep level in meditation the impermanent nature of all that contacts the mind, all that appears in the mind can see, this is not me, this is not mine. The mind lets go by itself, the heart lets go by itself. To the extent that the mind sees this impermanent nature, to this extent the mind can let go. And in letting go, we find the real peace. the real happiness, the real freedom, freedom from our own mental disturbance. We stop to throw the heart in all directions with desires. We stop to squeeze, burn the heart with anger, with anxiety. The heart can find its normal, natural state of inner peace. Just watching the breathing, watching the mind, being aware, letting go. The heart becomes more calm, more cool, more clear. The heart becomes more and more collected. Keeping our attention with the breathing, with the body, we don't scatter our attention, we don't scatter our energy in all directions. The heart becomes more and more unified. The heart becomes whole. We become wholehearted. We let go of all the states of mind which fragment the heart. We let go of anger, anxiety, stress, greed, and so on. The heart becomes unified. The heart becomes whole. We become wholehearted. And we see the normal, natural state of the heart is what's called the four Brahma Vihara, the four divine states of mind. Kindness, compassion, joy, equanimity. The four Brahma Vihara. The Brahmas are the high heavenly beings. Vihara means dwelling, abode. So the high heavenly beings, they abide in kindness, they abide in compassion, they abide in joy, they abide in equanimity. The four divine states of mind. Actually, the four normal states of mind is how the heart should be all the time. In our meditation, we enter this abode through the door of equanimity. Just watching the breathing, watching the mind, being aware, letting go. Maintaining this attitude of equanimity. The heart becomes more calm, more clear. The heart becomes more and more energized, and we can open the door of kindness. As the heart becomes more and more energized, we can share this energy of the heart, this energy of peace of the heart with the world around us, in the practice of spreading metta. This inner abode is the abode of the pure heart. So we can enter through the door of equanimity, through the door of kindness, through the door of joy, through the door of compassion. The same abode, the abode of the pure heart. Just watching over the heart, being aware, letting go. The heart becomes more calm, more clear, more unified, more energized. And as the heart becomes more energized, the heart becomes more steady, more stable. When the heart is weak, it's easily shaken, easily overwhelmed by the emotions. But as we unify the heart, we strengthen the heart becomes more steady, more secure. And the heart becomes more powerful. The heart becomes more powerful, but at the same time more gentle, more mellow. The heart becomes lighter and lighter as we let go of the baggage in the heart. The heart becomes lighter, but at the same time more secure. The heart becomes still, but at the same time overflowing. Overflowing with peace, overflowing with happiness, overflowing with joy. As we progress in our practice, we find a sublime energy welling up from within the heart. We find a cool, clear, fresh life force energy, light force energy welling up from within. The prana of the universe, the life force, light force energy of the universe. And the heart becomes suffused. The heart becomes flooded, filled with this life force energy, and we feel more alive, more awake, more alert. The heart becomes suffused with this light force energy, and the heart becomes brighter and brighter. And as the heart becomes brighter and brighter, we raise our consciousness higher and higher. And as the heart becomes more energized, the energy field of the heart expands, our area of consciousness expands. Our area of consciousness becomes wider and wider. Just watching the breathing, watching the mind, being aware, letting go. Being aware of all that contacts the mind from outside, from inside. Being aware of the impermanent nature of all that contacts the mind from outside, from inside. The heart is not permanent. The heart is not impermanent. The heart is timeless. We stay with the timeless, knowing nature of the heart, and the heart finds its normal, natural state of inner peace, inner purity, inner contentment. The mind becomes more content simply to rest within. Usually we send our mind to the outside world, getting entangled with the outside world, but as we progress in our meditation, it becomes more interesting, more enjoyable for the mind simply to rest within, where we become refreshed, we become recharged. We find a bottomless well at the heart, a bottomless well of living waters, living light. And resting within, the mind becomes refreshed, recharged. The heart becomes more and more energized. This energy wells up from within and overflows from the heart. We feel our inner cup is overflowing. And when we have rested long enough, we can share this energy of peace overflowing from the heart. And as we share this energy with the world around us, we open an inner tap, we open an inner valve. The heart opens wider and wider, the energy flows more freely, more strongly. And the heart becomes brighter and brighter, more calm, more clear. We breathe in, focusing our attention at the heart, and we wish happiness for ourselves. As we breathe out, we wish happiness for all beings. As we breathe in, the heart becomes more and more energized. We can visualize the heart filling with light. As we breathe out, we let the heart overflow. We can visualize this light of the heart flowing in all directions, above, below, all around. So breathing in, may I be happy. Breathing out, may all beings be happy. Breathing in, energizing the heart. Breathing out, letting the heart overflow. The heart becomes brighter and brighter, wider and wider. As we breathe in this light force energy into the heart, we wash, we clear, we clean the heart. And as we radiate this energy of peace to the world around us, we uplift the world around us. And this energy of peace which we radiate to the world is what will come back to us. What we give to the universe will give us back many times over. This energy of peace which we radiate to the world is what will come back to us. And as we do this practice, in our home, in our room, the energy of the room, the energy of the house will change. And we can expect to get more and more visitors, more and more friends in high places will become attracted to see who is this, making the heart so bright. When these higher beings see people making effort to clear the heart, to brighten the heart, they are happy to help, happy to support. So we get friends in high places. Breathing in, may I be happy. Breathing out, may all beings be happy. The heart becomes wider and wider, brighter and brighter, more calm, more cool, more clear. And we can be happy with ourselves. We can be happy with ourselves that we start our day in the best way. We establish our mindfulness. We develop our wisdom. We clear the heart. We clean the heart. We energize the heart. We raise our consciousness. And we share this energy of peace with the world around us. We rise, we shine. And now we can observe the heart. Just be aware of the heart chakra. How does it feel? Does it feel more open, more refined, more at peace, more steady, more stable, more secure? Whatever way the heart feels, we observe it, we let it go. As we continue with this practice, the heart will open like the petals of a flower, becomes bright and cool and clear and wide. We can't force or control it. It happens in its own time. We just do our duty, taking care of our own heart. The results come in their own time. We bring our awareness to the body, just being aware of the body posture, the sensations of the body, and we can visualize ourselves as we sit here. We bring the hands to the heart chakra, the palms together. And now the heart is very strong, very bright. And with this strong, bright heart, we make the intention to continue with our spiritual practice, which means to avoid doing evil, to do good, and to purify the heart. We bring the hands to the forehead in gratitude, respect. Back down to the legs. We open the eyes and we keep the heart open. And I thank you for joining me in this morning meditation. And I wish you a great day. Bhavati Sarvamangalam. May all blessings come to you. Mangalo.